game.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-macabre, it's time for the only news that matters. And it's been a while since I've talked about Vinnie, the box set Bandit, Vincent. Well, he's up to his old tricks again. And this time it was some chiller theater thing he was going to appear at. The Ankh Warrior. So this is what Vinnie had to say, or somebody wrote for him, who cares? He says, "Dear Vinnie Vincent fans, are there any left? I am very disappointed to report to all my fans that due to contractual reasons, I am unable to appear at Chiller in October in New Jersey." All right, first of all, really, by this time, is anybody like paying to see Vinnie Vincent? I'm very curious about that. You know, now I think about it, yeah, there are some fans out there, Vinnie Vincent fans, that, yeah, I've been attacked by some of them. One said he was going to rip my face off. He actually said that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bite my face off. Man, that would hurt. You know, and there's other ones. One guy for no reason said, well, I'm not even going to bring that up. Well, for no reason, he said, I bet he's, and he said a religion, like which I'm not from that religion, but he said that. And I'm like, well, what does that have to do with anything? You know? But anyway, to all those Vinnie Vincent tards that, yeah, I can see them actually pay thinking Vinnie Vincent will show up. I want to show you all this ring. All you people that love Vinnie Vincent and hate me. Check out my ring. Seriously, I want you to look at the ring. Not that I want you to own this ring. I just want you to look at this picture of me with the ring. All right, let's get back to what the box set Bandit had to say. He said, I had hoped to see you all there as it's been too long. Earlier this month, after attempts by my lawyers and me to work out details of my appearance, I informed Chiller I was reluctant withdrawing from my agreement to appear at this great event. Subsequently, I was contacted by others in Chiller's organization, and they decided to engage my lawyers to try to bridge our professional and polite disagreement on the terms of my appearance over the 2 days. They were advised in early September the overreach to the contract language was a deal breaker. My attorney attempted to resuscitate the agreement, but they declined, and I agreed to return the modest advance in kind. I am heartbroken by this, as I was looking forward to meeting you, the fans, and reuniting with my dear friend Robert Fleischman for a surprise reunion mini show. Please know I did everything in my power to work this out. I have kept the doors open all the time with Chiller in hopes that we could come to terms. But I feel I must inform you now because by all indications, I will not be appearing. We may give it one more try, and if talks are fruitful, I will update immediately. I am working with one of the organizers on an alternative appearance in the near future, and will keep you, my most precious fans that are dumber than a box of rocks that would actually pay to come see me. Jeez, are you dumb? Anyway, I'll inform once details are more solid. Love, the box set Bandit. All right, some of that I made up. But, you know, I'm not far off. Anyway, yeah, look, I can sit here and give you examples of, you know, him just backing out at the last minute like he did on a certain event I was part of. Well, I was at the event, and I'm good friends with the organizers of the event, and they booked Vinnie. And then right before the event, I think it was either a week or less before the event, he started asking for these demands and financial demands that they couldn't really swing. And they were like, hey, listen, thanks, but no thanks, you know? And then Vinnie turned around and attacked them online, saying they were haters. These guys, these two dudes that I'm talking about, they're fans of the Vinnie Invasion albums, the Vinnie Vincent Invasion albums. They've been plugging that shit all those years he was in the dark. They ain't haters. Well, they're haters now because of what you did. But what's to say something similar to that didn't happen with Chiller? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't want to, like, you know, overstep my boundaries and say how it is when it's not what it is. That's why that makes this the only news that matters. Because I ain't going to give you bullshit. I'll give you speculations. But I'm not going to tell you he pulled this shit off to the Chiller thing. But he did pull it off in the past. And how many cancellations has he had? You know, he had that one gig book with Carmine Apiece, and I think it was Tony Franklin. You know, the Blue Murder with Vinnie Vincent. Yeah, you know, and that got canceled, and endless other things got canceled, but who knows? You know, when he came out of hiding, that wasn't canceled, and I have a feeling, it's speculation, people, that right before that appearance, he was like, hey, I want this and that now, and they were like, fuck, we gotta do it, he's coming out of hiding. That's why I think Vinnie was there. And remember, how many years have been already? 6, 7, 8 years already? When he was at that KISS convention and he said, everybody that bought a box set will now get 2. We'll get 2 boxes. Why the fuck would I want 2? Give me a break, you know? You ain't going to give me 2. Actually, you're not going to give me 1. Whatever happened? Why doesn't anybody ask him this? That's probably why Vinnie Vincent doesn't do interviews. And I have heard a few interviews. And I remember he had conditions with those interviews not to talk about certain things like the box set. Anyway, I don't care. Whatever. Let him cancel everything he does. It's not like I'm going to pay to go see that fool. You know? But I will give him credit, man. What he did in KISS was the best thing KISS did up to that point. They never did anything as good as Creatures and Lick It Up, in my opinion. I thought he was a genius songwriter in KISS. And with Gene and Paul holding him back from the ridiculous wankery of Vinnie Vincent Invasion, you know, I thought it was some tasteful leads and some great, 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 amazing songs that never been topped by KISS, in my opinion. So I hail the Box Set Bandit for, hey, you kicked ass in KISS, and I got to see both tours, and he was awesome both tours. That's all I can say about it. And I also want to throw in that I wish Ace Frehley a quick recovery. He recently fell in the studio, and Ace is known to not be adjusted to the gravity of planet Earth, and it's different than Jendell, so you know, he had to cancel a show, so I hope he's recovering quickly and he gets better soon. And last but not least, Sammy Hagar Belcher sucks, and so does Vangina. And thank you so much for watching the only news that matters. Leave your comments below. What you think of the Box Set Bandit, man? Would you pay to go see him? Seriously. Anybody out there watching my channel would pay to go see him? If you do, please explain why. Because I love comedy. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Lick It Up and Creatures of the Night. And schmack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston, and so nevermore shall we see you again.